if it makes me feel better or worse that maybe this will work. I don't know what it is, genuinely. I'm hoping it actually does work. I do see some comments in the live chat, so that's good. But I got nothing. I've been going back and forth with somebody from Streamlabs, which is ironically an OBS product. And instead, they're just like, oh, no, it's your problem. But here I am using something else and it's working, but I also don't know if it's working. So if you guys in the live chat could let me know if you hear me and it looks fine, I would appreciate it. Since you be gone, Laird, hand worker. Oh, that's the other thing. I have no idea how to bring comments up now. I haven't set up like everything that I need to set up, so I apologize since I'm not going to be able to put comments up on the screen. I'm going to need Harry to teach a boomer how to play. So there's that, which is fun. But handworker got handworker assist, and the Croatian guy got 2 assists, and the other guy got a goal. I'm pretty sure I have the other guy in my team. Let me double check here. Hold on, which screen I'm actually sharing. How about this? Let's see if this works. I thought it was working. Let me double. Hold on. Does it work now? It's still not working. What the? Why? Oh, actually, I think it is working. It's telling me it's working. Can you guys hear me? It works now. Okay, thank you. I don't know why it keeps. Yeah. Man. You guys think content's easy. Imagine being old and trying to do content. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll just never use Streamlabs again and I'll just become an OBS guy. Anyway, here's this lineup I have. Dennis Simon and Felix Getz are probably going to get destroyed. Mitrovic and, oh man. And the Captain Leone. This is what I ended. I don't think I changed much. And there's Handworker. I bought this guy Kadicic this morning for 78 cents because the guy I had was hurt. I forget what his name is already. Is this even enjoyable for you guys now? You've waited an hour for a stream for an old guy to try to struggle his way through Streamlabs while he tries to win $500 in some sort of competition in Croatia. You should set up some alerts. They are fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to just, maybe this is the push that I needed. We are here. We are live. Stop complaining. Am I complaining? I feel like I'm definitely complaining, only because I feel like, oh, and now I'm getting a phone call that I really can't take right now. Watching your pain is not enjoyable, even for my warped mind. I appreciate that, Mike Baston. I definitely appreciate that. I'm just going to go back because you guys don't need to keep seeing that screen there. So yeah, I guess I just spend the weekend trying to figure out how to make OBS usable for me, including actually the one thing that I don't love, and there'll be somewhere to do it, is just like bringing comments up to the live chat. Live chat comments up into the screen. What I really don't want is to have like all of the chat on the screen, because I just don't think that's a great experience. I know a lot of other people do it, and it just, I don't know, it like takes away from the video for me, because I just see stuff in the corner and I'm not really responding to it. It's just there. And I like to highlight certain ones, so I'll work on that. I know there are tons of OBS plugins that would allow me to do it, but it's funny how I spent all of this time saying how difficult it is to rely on YouTube, and then I basically have this melon problem, or Streamlabs problem, that's what it's called. And here we are. I can't imagine this was enjoyable. I know you guys have fun with it, you know, the jokes, how many times, but it tilts me to no end. And that's the problem. Alerts are good. People like their name popping up if they sub. Oh, something like that, Yorkie will. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I mean, there are a whole bunch of things I can do. Also can't skip some of Mike's dodgy words. That's a good call, Dobbsy. You're absolutely right about that. That's a great. I also seem to have lost the live chat within OBS. I can see it on like another screen that I have here, but it's yeah, it's just annoying. It's annoying. It's new. I'll have to figure it out. I will say that OBS obviously allows significantly more customization than what I use Streamlabs normally for. The biggest problem is going to be guests, because I know guests are really hard to do through OBS. And by hard to do, it just means I need some sort of third-party video conferencing, you know, whether it's Zoom or something like that. And so, yeah. I was lost without the stream. I was trying to lure people into the voice channel in your Discord. Did that actually happen? I didn't see that. But I appreciate everybody here helping out. Like, it genuinely means a lot to me, because it means that you care and you want to be entertained, and it's not just because of OnlyFans. And so, yeah, so we'll see. So I'm going to try to do more OBS. I obviously have the Sorare stream on Monday, and I have no idea if I'll be able to actually stream on those channels, since Streamlabs was such a mess, and they don't seem to have any problem just blaming me, which is kind of fun. I also should probably make this a members only stream. I was going to do that, and then I just didn't. And so maybe that's something I'll need to do. It's a treat for being in here live over watching back. Yeah, I think the live chat, Dobbsy, I think it's a big part of the experience, because that's why we hang out, and being able to do that live. The last thing I wanted to do was talk about today's topic within a pre-recorded video that technically I could make a premiere and you guys could chat to each other while the video is playing, but I can't respond to it. And it doesn't allow us to get any deeper into conversations that you guys bring up, whether it's something completely inappropriate that Mike tries to get past me while I leave the live chat, or just standard complaining about DNPs or sweating some K-League auctions that I'm trying to get over the line today. But the K-League thing is actually part of today's discussion, or it was supposed to be part of today's discussion, where I've been trying to play, this league that I know nothing about, and relying pretty heavily on Sorare Soul, Simon, who was on the channel on Tuesday. And it's funny because, I'm trying to get some players. We've talked about certain players, certain teams. And there was one today where he's like, hey, have you considered this guy? And I was like, if you haven't mentioned him, I didn't say this to him, but I was like, if you haven't mentioned him, I haven't considered him. And there are a couple guys that I did end up going in on that weren't necessarily in our discussions, but I feel like that I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing GIF with it's like a golden retriever and then like human hands on the keyboard. Like that's me. And Yorkie Will said, I'm 2 cards short of my lineups now. My biggest problem is actually forward in the K League. I think I have enough cards for 2 lineups right now. Might be only 1. I'm 24 minutes left on a Park Jisoo auction that I'm on that I'm way overpaying for. And I'm pretty sure somebody's going to outbid me and overpay even more. All of the card prices seem to go up. And so it's, I don't really know what I'm doing. We have a week. I'd like to have 5 lineups, but I don't think I can spend that much right away. So maybe I'll go in with 2 and just see what happens. I have a bunch of classic cards too that I can use to, I don't need necessarily 5 in-season cards, but I don't know. We'll see. And so, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But this contender thing is actually quite fun if I can actually hit this 5th streak. Man, his Paderborn game is now the one that really matters. Nope, hold on. Here we go. Paderborn Hertha. Clean sheet, and we might get there. It was this clean, this was my top lineup here that I thought maybe would be able to do well, but oh man, did Hergoda score? I don't have him in any of these lineups, but I think it was because they were away. But anyway, Peter Stoyanov, what's up? Thanks for coming in. I would put your wave on Paderborn watch along. Is that they play Sunday? Actually don't really have much going on Sunday, but I don't know if I'll want to do that. Clean sheet sweats are the worst. That sounds kind of weird, but these streaming troubles are the pain you have to go through for the 5th streak. The card I left you because you were top bidder, you didn't even win. I could have had it, said Yorkie Will. Which card was it, Yorkie Will? There was one just recently that I couldn't believe went for as much as it did. Yeah, I forget. Kim Bong-soo. Yeah, so I actually noticed, did Jimmy win that one? Let me see. Yeah. So Jimmy Tufoy. I think he's French. That's why I pronounced it that way. And he's got a PSG logo. He's kind of a whale. And he ended up paying, 108 when the highest before that was 96. Yeah, how close was I? Yeah, so this guy outbid me to 94, and then this guy went to 101 and then 108. I imagine he got some market credits or something, and that's why it ended up doing well. Yeah, so we'll see. He's a good card, for sure. But I've got a couple more going today. Mike, Shin Min Ha is all yours now. You're more than welcome to Shin Min Ha. But yeah. Sorry. It's like pouring rain now, and No, it was hitting up against my window, so that's why I was all distracted. Anyway, Nide Club has been bidding me up on everything. Yeah, there are a couple people who are trying to get in. I'm pretty sure I'm a forward away from having two lineups. And it's funny, I was talking to Sorare Soul, and because I'm using him as my resource, we obviously have a lot of similar players. And he was like, I think you might have a better lineup than me now for going in for next weekend. I hope you're not playing leaderboard. And I have no intention of playing leaderboard. It was all streaks for me. I'm not trying to win 50,000 K-League essence. Well, 30,000 because it's rare. I'd like to win cash. And so streaks are where I'm going to go, which is why I think having multiple lineups makes sense. But at these prices, it's kind of like I think I can pay off the prices that I've paid so far, but I'm not sure I can pay off a lot more. So there's that. And my guys don't have great matchups right away. I tried to get Lee Dong Young today. Is that the goalie? I tried to get him too. I forget who. Is that the Jeju goalie? Because I tried to get him as well. But yeah, like here's this is the lineup that I had for the first game week. Park Chan Young is a decent one. Park Tae-jun against Pohang's probably not ideal, but do I even have another? Oh, I can play Lee Chang-min against, maybe that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Kim Dae-won is my only forward right now. So we have, let's see, I can play, yeah, this is exactly what I should do. Yeah, here's my lineup. There you go. Maybe we captain Park. I have found that there are a lot of more kind of banger defenders. Lee Dong-young is the Ulsan forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have, forward is the problem for me. And I have the Anyang defensive stack, which is certainly not going to work the first game week. And then I can play, let's see. This is Kim Moon Hwan away to, or at home against Anyang. So basically hoping for 0-0, but then I don't have a forward. This guy doesn't play. So I can do this at least to show myself that I have lineups. And there's that. Sorry, I feel like I'm just down now on this stream. Kropolja, another big chance created, could use his 100 to start the game week. Wow, that's solid. Yeah. Anyway. What were we talking about today? Supposed to be about fun, right? So the reason the fun thing came up was the comment that I shared in the not financial advice channel of the Discord. I'm down if you're not playing MLS. I'm not playing MLS yet. Surely not at these prices when I'm spending so much more on K-League cards. But somebody commented on my video from yesterday, part 2 of yesterday's video, mind you, that said, take your money out. This was Maximilian Y1S1S. Take your money out. Let's see if I can I share this here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's not actually showing it. Take your money out. Sorare inflation is too high. Wait and put it more and more in stocks. Just my 2 cents. And I asked him which stocks. And he said, you choose. Something with dividends and quality would be good, which is pretty poor financial advice with you choose. But I kept going with the conversation, and the answer of what they meant by Sorare inflation was just that there were so many cards that they're offloading, and more cards means prices go down. And I think it's a real misunderstanding about how Sorare works now. But it made me think that I'm not like, I don't play Sorare to make money. Obviously, I would love to make money. And I was going to say indirectly, maybe it is still directly, that I make money from Sorare just by making content and having people watch my videos and pay to be part of the Laird Social Club. And there are a couple other peripheral benefits, or not benefits, peripheral revenues that come from that allow me to do this for a living. But if I would never play Sorare if I was to play it, if I needed to play it to make money as like my source of income, my sole source of income. That sounds just horrific to me. And I don't think there's anyone who does it now. I think there were people who used to do it. But the way that we think about it is, and it's what I've said a long time, the amount of money that we make, the amount of money we make playing Sorare is what allows us to know if we're doing well, because that's kind of the easiest way to figure it out. But just counting money is not the fun part. And me investing in stocks, that's not fun. I mean, I am a stock investor. I don't actively trade because that just seems brutal. And so, sorry, hold on. And so it made me realize all of us are here because we think Sorare is fun. There are plenty of ways to make money. It's not for, we don't play Sorare to make money. We make money to keep score and make sure that we're playing well, but it's just not there. Anyway, sorry. Yorkie Will said, cheer up. This seems to be working. Touch wood. Just a bit of graph to get the thing set up. Like you said, could be the push you needed for some upgrades, every cloud and all that. You're absolutely right, Yorkie Will. Absolutely right. And it's funny. And Ranjan is next. Speaking of fun, do you have your MFL team set for season 12? Sid, hello. And Mike said, did you hire any staff for MFL? So I'm glad we are talking about MFL because my broken streams this week have made me start to reconsider how I do my content. And maybe the people who are here in the live chat are the ones I should be talking to, because I think you guys are the ones who consume most of my content and are willing to sit through four-part series of a video that should be one part. But it kind of reminded me of a conversation that I had with Nepenthes months ago, years ago, I don't know. And I think I've mentioned it on stream before that he thinks it's worth me just streaming for 8 hours a day. And I think he thinks that because he does it too. And so it just kind of makes sense for him. And so basically what he does is he'll stream for however many hours a day and then basically take clips from it. And that's what he posts. Like a lot of his MFL content, when he did it, were like clips from his FIFA streams. And they're not really FIFA streams. It's kind of like Nepenthes streams. FIFA is obviously his biggest audience, but he'll play Sorare, he'll play FIFA, he'll do he'll do MFL, and then they take clips from it and they put it on, and those are his MFL videos. And going back to the part one of this show, which was an hour and a half ago, the difficulty with relying on YouTube, and as I was relying on Streamlabs or whatever it was, the fact that my shows with So Rare Soul on Tuesday were broken up into 3 or 4 parts. It's really difficult to get people to watch videos on YouTube. Or to get your videos watched on YouTube. There's so many videos uploaded to YouTube every day. And not to say that there are so many So Rare videos uploaded to YouTube every day, but there's just, there's an abundance of content right now on YouTube. And that's a line that I'm going to steal from Samir, from Colin and Samir, where they're just talking about there's so much. And YouTube or Google had something the other day that 20 million YouTube videos 20 million videos are uploaded to YouTube every day. And so even if you don't necessarily want to watch an hour-long YouTube video about the K-League on Sorare, you certainly don't want to do it in 3 parts. And so I'm at the mercy of YouTube sending videos of mine to other people so that they discover it. And if they see 3 parts, they're probably not going to watch. And particularly because it's 3 parts, because it's something broke. It's not. Those videos are almost guaranteed to not do well, because which part do you want to watch? Or do you really want to sit through all 3? And by the time you finish the first one, YouTube's recommending a completely separate video, and now it's gone. And so as somebody who kind of relies on not necessarily the views, but making content that's easily digestible, it's now impossible when I have these sort of issues. But I was wondering if it's worth trying. The irony of me thinking of this, by the way, on a week where none of my streams work. But I was wondering if it is worth saying, maybe I'll stream for 3 hours a day. And 1 hour would be Sorare, 1 hour would be MFL, and 1 hour would be Sport.Fun. I'm still not used to calling it Sport.Fun. And that doesn't mean that it has to be an hour of each throughout the day, but YouTube shares live streams when they're longer, like my hour long or hour and a half. It's usually 2 hours, which is why the Sorare ones are 2 hours. It's usually, if they're on long enough, that's when they start to share it. And people are like, oh, a lot of people are watching this video because it's live and they've been on for a while. And, maybe it's enjoyable. But I wasn't sure if there are enough people who play all 3 games like I do. And not to say you can't go in and out of streams, and I would probably be pretty clear on what we were talking about at that time, or specifically, hey, the first hour and a half is going to be Sorare, then we'll do MFL, and then we'll do Sport.Fun, and you can come back if you want at that time. Obviously, we won't necessarily, like if I stop Sorare after 40 minutes and then go to MFL, it is what it is. But I'm curious if, from you guys who are watching right now, if you guys think that's a worthwhile thing to do. This chair that I sit on is not ideal for 3 hours in a day, 3 consecutive hours. And frankly, I don't even know if my bladder could handle it, but it might be worth it. Snug Sparky said, I hate Sorare, but love it at the same time. I don't have the cash to spend my credits, but winning them helps me build up when I do. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, surface to air missiles here. Hello. Mike, so to get back to the MFL question, sorry. My teams are pretty set for season 12. I have not hired any staff, but if you want to run a team, Mike, I'd be willing to have you sign up and run a team if you want. Dobbsy said, streams on Nepenthez YouTube. Most of the FIFA from the stream goes on his second channel, and he also does Sorare segments sometimes and puts up, the guy loves the grind. Yeah, and I think that kind of makes sense. It's almost like this channel would be the live streams, and then I don't even think I need necessarily a separate channel, or I would take the MFL parts of those videos and put them on my MFL channel, but we'll see. Yorkie Will said, time of the streams is just the biggest for me. I finish work at 5 p.m., your stream at 5:15, and watch what I can. Tom Brimson, not sure what a 3 to 8 hour Sorare MFL stream would look like. You can easily stream a video game for like FIFA for 8 hours effectively, doing the same thing for 8 hours. Can't do that in Sorare MFL every day. I don't think I could do 8 hours, but I'm wondering if I could do an hour a day of all 3. It feels like a lot because it's way more than I do right now. But maybe now that I have a more powerful OBS live stream system going, it'll work. I don't really know. Imagine finding about Dean's DNP 10 minutes after the deadline. 3 hour streams will be fun. Who's Dean? Dean's DNP. This is making me nervous now. So do we need a poll on whether we retire the chair then? I don't see a reason to retire the chair yet. I have talked about wanting a standing desk. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Um, oh, Dean Heisen. Thank you. He's out this weekend. I don't have like I don't play La Liga, but that's a killer. Oh, sorry about that, Sid. That's no fun at all. So yeah, I think it's now. Now what do we do from now on? Because the other fun thing about this, I didn't even think about this. So my Streamlabs usually records everything that I do. I don't have this set up for recording. But now I have to upload it to as a podcast, which I feel like this would be a really bad podcast to listen to. I don't know. I know there are people who, obviously, I know there are people who listen to this show as podcast on Spotify or Apple or wherever they listen. Most of the audience is certainly YouTube, but yeah, that's another thing I got to figure out. Sounds like you need a big step away from this over the weekend to cleanse and refocus. So, Mike, I actually think it's the opposite. I think stepping away slows me down. I think I need to figure out actually how to get this done so that next week's streams work. Because obviously they were not working this week. And like I said, it tilts my face off, literally just off my face. So we'll see. Man, that's a bummer about Dean. Dobsy said, I'll be real. People who listen to pods scare me. I need the visual. Dobsy, I actually mostly listen to podcasts when I'm in the car. I never listen to them at home. The biggest problem I have with listening to podcasts, or if I'm like out on a walk, I'll listen, but if I'm home, I can't just listen at all. And so that's the biggest problem that I have, is that when I'm trying to listen to a podcast while I'm working, and you guys can joke about what my work looks like, but I'm either listening to the podcast and not working, or I'm working and not listening to the podcast. And for some reason, watching the video, I can kind of do it. Sid said, would a 1 hour MFL stream would involve watch-alongs and talking tactics? The grind element in FIFA makes it easier for hours of streaming. Yeah, I think MFL is actually the hardest one. And I don't want to do watch-alongs because that Jimbo already does it, and he does it exceptionally well. And I don't really have an interest in watching my own games in front of people, as I'm just like, oh, I wonder why that happened, because I'm not that good at it. But there is that. Sorry, let's see here. I wanted to see who. Here we go. Let's see if I'm still winning this auction. 2 minutes and 22 seconds on a K-League auction that I'm going to spend way too much on. Anyway. So yeah, Sid, I think that's my trickiest thing with MFL, and finding a guest every day is a little tough, but it's not tough. I don't think that's a viable strategy. And so I had Trust the Process on yesterday. I could talk to Trust every day, I guess, but I feel like we would run out of things to say to each other. As weird as that sounds. It's one of those, MFL is good. Like, you could do a 6-hour MFL stream, but doing 6 1-hour ones requires more work. Not work, but it's just different. Yeah, I don't know. Mike said, well, in that case, first thing you need to do is write the stuff that needs to be done down. Yeah, I have notepads and a pen in my hand. We're fine. So don't worry about it. Surface said, sorry to talk about Sorare. Why are we apologizing? But I'm loving the return of the 100 Essence entry all-star arenas. Not sure why, just like the 100 Essence entry level a lot more than 300. Yippee Kaye, there you go. Yippee Kaye said nobody was asking for 100 Essence arenas, and there you go. Driving makes sense. Obviously, can't be watching the stream while doing it. But yeah, more so at home is what Dobbsy said. Rikomon said, as someone that normally listens to you at work all the time, I treat this as a podcast. So I think most podcasts are actually video podcasts now. They're not all live. In fact, most are not live, but there is kind of a sense of that, or I think there's almost an expectation now that all podcasts are video. And part of the reason why so many of them are video now is because it allows you to share clips on other social media platforms that will then push to your podcast. And so you almost have to be video at this point. Yorkie Will said, I could stream Sorare for hours because it's football. I can chat about it forever. Is it an official Sorare notepad? Yorkie Will, it is. It's from the NBA playoffs. Playoffs. Oh, big news, guys. We won. Park Ji-soo. Oh, I completed something here. What did I complete? Get one Korean card. There we go. 2,000 XP. Let's go. Yeah, let's level up. So the funny thing is, Philly Dilly, about this notepad, I'll show you in a second. Let me just boost some cards. Oh, yeah. Did I get them all? Should I do these? 37. Oh, 531 I should do. Oh, man. You guys are dead. Let's spin the wheel, too. We'll take it. Anyway, I just bought Kim Tae-hyun. Look at what I paid. Okay. $138. Wow. Oh, you went against Jimmy. I'm telling you, man. He doesn't make it easy. I guess I lucked out. About this notepad, what's kind of cool about it is it's like dotted. Can't tell if that's like, it's not quite graph paper, but it's, yeah. Oh yeah. I love it when I get more than one spin for a card. I've never gotten more than one. All right, I need some K-League forwards desperately. Yeah, I guess it is kind of like a sketch pad. Yeah, I guess so. But I have used it. I do take notes during streams and stuff. Don't worry. I use isometric paper at work similar to that. That sounds fancy. Let's see. Gosh, I have so many defenders for K-League. Lee Ho Jae. Who's he? Oh, from Pohang? Dobbsy, you just know everybody from Pohang, basically? His last rare went for $60 3 hours ago. No cards on sale. Yorkie Will, I think they're trying to like push us to instant buys, which are outrageously expensive. So Lee Ho Jae went from $62 to $74 to $57 to $61. Interesting. What's cool about it is it's still in mint condition. You talking about my... Yeah, it pretty much is. The pen is not. The like little plastic part that, or here, came down, broke off. Laird, don't you get involved in Lee Dong-kyung. I won't. You can have him. Yeah, I'm not looking to spend $200 on a single card. Laird, just buy 3,000 classics and you can play late arenas the whole weekend and then you can stream 24 hours a day. That's definitely what I'm looking to do, Yippee-ki-yay. Definitely. Park Ji-soo. I got to put him on my spreadsheet here. I think that was my first Jombok card. First Jombok in-season card. Oh, wait, so then I can pair him with SBK. Duh. Hold on. "24-hour subathon incoming. Stream 24 hours a day in 9-minute increments." Oh, Philly Dilly, I wish that didn't hurt as much as it did. But let's get Park Ji-soo. And then I guess I could keep the Jeju guys together. And then that's actually not, oh wait, Park Chan-young I want to put in here. All right, these are turning out to be a little bit better. Unless I play, I mean, I don't have to do this now. I don't know why. Telling you, Mike, the paint's too thick. It's interfering with the signals. Paint the room blue again and the world will return to normal. So, I mean, how long have we been live here? 42 minutes. And it's been working the entire time. But Streamlabs wants to blame me, saying it's my problem. Oh, I didn't realize Brest and Marseille were playing today, despite setting my lineups. 1, 2, 3. I got my 3 starters in. That's good. I apologize because I feel like I need to cut this off soon because this is also way after I usually finish streaming. So I can't go too much longer. Mostly because I got to now spend time figuring out what to do, how to use Streamlabs in an effective way, including with guests. I guess it'll be Tuesday with Harry is my next stream with a guest, assuming Sorare doesn't tell me I have a guest on Monday. They do like to do that sometimes. Yeah, we'll see. Could it be a time window thing? Do you have issues with the SDF MFL ones earlier in the day? I did have a problem with the SDF one on Tuesday. My MFL one yesterday was fine. I think the fact that this one works perfectly fine is more of a testament to the fact that it wasn't working, like that my standard process isn't working. Did I get a response from them? Probably not. No. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's just frustrating paying for something that's supposed to work. And I appreciate that sometimes it doesn't work. But they're obviously not doing anything to say that the problem might be their fault. That stuff kind of bothers me. But whatever. But the subathon thing was funny because I was listening to a podcast yesterday about somebody that did a subathon. It was actually funny. The podcast was about AI slop. And there's some sort of AI creator who has like 100, or no, I forget how many subscribers they had, but they added 160,000 paying subs on Twitch, and they make like $400,000 a month, and it's just all AI content. You remember when the wheel killed the stream? Have you checked your usage when live of RAM, etc.? I have checked it, and it's fine. Yorkie will. Do you use Chrome? That used to kill my stream, so I switched to Opera. I do use Chrome, but it's not a Chrome issue. Kripolja has 100. Wow. Why didn't I captain that guy? Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. I just have no way to fix it myself, if that makes sense. But yeah, just even looking at my activity monitor, like it's more than fine. I don't even have that many tabs open. So it's not even like Chrome is that heavily being used. It's actually OBS that takes most of the RAM right now. But who knows? I'll figure it out. Don't worry. In worst case, I buy myself a new computer. Do we have any of them young people in the Discord? I was actually talking to Andy Black about it. He was pretty helpful this morning with a few things, but it's just, I don't think the problem that I'm being told is the problem is actually the problem. Young people know everything. Dobbsy said, how young is young? I mean, anything younger than me feels young at this point, particularly when I'm trying to live chat or live stream and it doesn't necessarily work the way I want it to work. Black was helpful. He's very helpful. Black knows what he's doing. I just happen to find the thing he's good at. And so, yeah, he obviously wants to help. Sorare Andrews can't work if we can't get a stream to work. What's better for starting MLS? One good team, one not so good. Would you risk not eating the streak for rare leaderboards? What's better for... I would think that a good team is better than a not so good team. What were they saying the issue was? They were saying it was my bit rate was getting too low during the stream. And they had some chart that showed it was getting low, but it also wasn't so low that it should have stopped the stream. It's possible that it could have like made the stream spin for a second and then keep going, but I was like, it never even started. And then today was actually a totally different issue. The way I normally stream is all browser based. It's in Chrome, and you hit a button that says go live and it goes live. And today I was hitting go live and it was pretending like it was live, but it wasn't actually going. So that was part maybe 3 and 4 today, that I was like talking and it looked like I was live streaming within the Streamlabs or within the Talk Studio, which is done by Streamlabs screen, but it wasn't. And so it's, I don't think that was the issue. And it's not a upload speed issue. It's not my Wi-Fi. It's not my hardware. And so there was an issue. Bitrate was my issue a while back. I deleted the whole thing, set it all back up, and my issue went. Yeah, I mean, I think that works if you if it was an issue through what I was normally using. But like this stream has worked the entire time. And even Quinny's stream started stalling a little bit today, and they use Talk Studio for the deadline show. His came back. So they like him more than they like me. But the fact that this OBS stream has had no problems makes me think it can't be my issue, right? The only issues are the ones where I'm just being dumb, like not being able to turn my mic on. But that's just an old guy issue. Oh, that's funny, Ricomon. I kind of noticed that as well, that I came back for a quick second. I literally stopped it and then realized that I had gotten back. And if that's the case, then it shouldn't, the bit rate doesn't make sense. Is there a pill for increased bit rate? It's a lotion. You put it in your head. That's how it works. It's like finasteride, which is why I don't do it, because I refuse to do that. But it's all part of the game, and I just got to figure out how to adjust. I just figured I would be able to enjoy my K-League spending and my contender lineups this game week, and now it's just the opposite. That I'm going to have to spend some time on the weekend when I tend not to try to work much. And actually, I don't really have time to do it this weekend. I mean, I say that, but like I have family stuff going on. My daughter has 4 basketball games that I have to coach, including one today. And actually, that was the phone call that I got. The guy who we rent the gym from called me, which is never a good thing. Just check in. Is OBS also giving you problems? Don Q, I haven't seen any problems. You guys would know better than me, but I haven't seen any. And so that's, yeah. I had some issues with Streamlabs at work when we used it. They aren't very helpful. Sound a bit chirpier than when you started. Our job is done, boys. Thank you, Mike. I mean, the live chat during these streams is the best part of my job. So I appreciate you guys helping out, because obviously you don't want to, there's nothing, after a few minutes, there's nothing enjoyable about watching an old guy try to figure out some technology, right? And so you just want to be able to listen in and figure out what's going on. I just looked down at my projected rewards, and I'm winning 2 cards. And I don't even know who's playing right now that I would have cards in like classic lineups. So let's see. Oh, Noah Markman's on a 68. All right, so we're winning a tier 2 there. I have 2 Markmans. Maybe here he is. All right, so I'm winning 2 tier 2s. Let's go. Oh, there it is. I don't know. I love it. It makes me feel super techie. That's not what we're supposed to be doing here. But I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Don't worry. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before I go? I'm glad that we didn't have Sorare Andrews this week and Quinny and Harry took it over. If we want to, or excuse me, if you want to have any Sorare food conversations or listen to one, go listen to Quinny and Harry on the Deadline show today. You could probably pick it up fairly quickly. I think most of the conversation was about food. So funny for the first stream, the 5th isn't. Yeah, Dobbsy, I agree with that. But I'll work on it and I'll figure it out, and maybe the streams will just get better. I'll be able to share stuff differently, and maybe everything will get better because I can show different things on the screen, and there's just a lot more customization on OBS, which, to be honest, when I first started doing it, it was almost overwhelming, and that's part of the reason why I started using Streamlabs. Actually, the real reason I started using Streamlabs was because guests are almost impossible. Mike said, I can't believe they said they haven't got time for Contender, then spend more time talking about food than ever on Contender. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. Thank you for everybody for your patience and your support and watching an old man try to fix something that he's too old to fix. I'm the old man. But anyway, good luck with all of your lineups this weekend. I hope all of your streaks get hit, all of your leaderboard lineups cash, and we can come back on Monday over on the Sorare channel, maybe, and celebrate all of our winnings. So yeah, good luck with everything this weekend. Please make sure you get outside.